right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Saturday edition of the Inverted Form Show. My name is the Inverted Form, and today, we talk a lot about politics and philosophy and revolution and communism and all that kind of jazz on this channel, but, today I'm just going to talk about a movie that I liked and recommend that you watch it. That's all we're going to do today. Just going to have a nice time, low stakes. It's a fun movie. I'm here to recommend the movie from 1933 called Design for Living, directed by Mr. Ernst Lubitsch. It's a pre-code film, meaning that it was made before the Hollywood Code was instituted, which was this like highly repressive kind of like puritanical review board that would like shut down any film that got too racy. So this movie, made by like a recent emigre from Germany, I guess, somewhere in Europe, probably Germany. They were all Germans back then, but so it's a really like funny, sexy kind of movie. It has like really interesting sexual politics. The story, it's about these two buddies. They're like artist guys living in slums, living like a pretty down and out life. And they one of them meets this girl. Basically, they get into this kind of like love triangle where the two bros like both fall in love with this girl, but she kind of wants to she kind of like falls in love with them as well, but she doesn't want to like jeopardize like the trifecta that they have going on. So they decide to like not indulge in any sex between either of them, and they'll just keep this like sexual tension going. And it will like heighten their creativity, the creativity of these two artists. Like the female character wants to kind of like accelerate their creativity, or like be a kind of like inspiring force. She like eventually becomes kind of like their managers or something, and helps them make it to the big time. And the repressed libidinal energy they channel into their works rather than having an outlet for it, which is able to accelerate at least one of them into making it big. It's a really great movie. Oh yeah, I think it's set in Paris now that I remember, because one of them like makes it big and goes over the channel to London. But it's a really great movie. It's really funny. Ernst Lubitsch was really famous. His like signature kind of filmmaking style is called the Lubitsch touch. It's like a very kind of like light and sexy, like funny style of making comedies. This movie has a lot, because again it's pre-code, so there's a lot of like when I first watched it, I found my mouth just like dropping at how explicit some of the sexual dynamics are in the film. It's not like absolutely 100% explicit, but it's very much on the surface, which, I mean, maybe this will be a bit difficult to appreciate if you don't have any kind of like historical sense, if you don't like watch movies from that kind of period. But if you have like a general kind of sense of the filmmaking that was happening in the 30s and around that time in the golden age of Hollywood, and you like know how like sexually repressed and like coded and how like puritanical filmmaking was back then, and then you see this movie from the same period with the same production values and everything, it's really shocking how kind of like explicit the film is. And it's pretty progressive in a lot of ways. Like the female character is kind of relegated to this matronly figure, and her role is to kind of like inspire or like be a muse for these other artists. But there's some progressive aspects to it in her having a voice. She's like a very central character, and She also is like she has like some dominion over her body and is able to, you know, like express herself sexually, and yeah, she's not just like a foil. She's not 100% just a foil for these other characters. I mean, they are the men, kind of the main characters of the film. But anyway, it's a really great movie. Just wanted to come on here and recommend that you watch it. You know, Saturday night, can't go out because of COVID, so maybe you like to watch a movie. You should watch this one, Designed for Living from 1933, directed by Ernst Lubitsch. Don't remember any of the actors' names. Um, but yeah, it's a really great movie, really funny. It's old. If you're not used to watching old movies, don't be turned off. It's like it's a really funny movie. Really, like the filmmaking is, you know, very modern. I don't know. It's not as modern as I don't know, Jason Bourne. There's not a lot of like quick shots and whatnot, but it's a really great movie. It's very enjoyable, pleasurable to watch. If you watch it, watch it. Don't fucking like put it on in like a small screen while you're playing your video games or whatever. Um, if you don't want to watch it, I just, for the love of God, please watch something from like before 1980. Just watch something that is not on like a streaming service, not on Netflix, not at least not produced by like Netflix or Amazon Prime. Just watch an old movie. They're really good. This one is really good. Watch this movie. You can download it. If you don't know how to download it, I don't know. I don't know. Figure that shit out. I have no idea if it's on any kind of streaming platforms. I torrented it myself. It took me a long ass time to get the 1080p version, but there's a 720p that you could get pretty easily. You can figure it out, I'm sure. You know, you Zoomers know how to use the internet. But yeah, watch Design for Living, and I'll see you for the live stream tomorrow, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. It's a very important time. I want everybody. This is required viewing for the live stream, so yeah, you're gonna watch this movie tonight, and then we're gonna talk about it tomorrow.